Hello kittens, and I just wanted to make a video explaining Merlife High episode 9. And I'm going to try to play it in the background and on screen to kind of explain every piece. So, yeah. Here we go. So at the very beginning, Frozen says, Kai, and that is because Kai, and her mom states this later, Kai used to live in the neighborhood, and she hasn't seen him for a while. Anyway, and she wasn't expecting him to come to the school, I guess. Try not to reveal much. But then Kai says, we meet again, Mai, and the principal says, get to class. So he's trying to swoon her over. Then Frozen doesn't want to talk to him. And leaves. And then that's probably most self-explanatory. And then Frozen is walking down the hallway and sees Layla and Kai together. She walks down the hallway and sees Layla and Kai together. And then she's shocked by them together. And Kai has the power of probability manipulation, which is if there's a low possibility that he'd get together with Layla, then he makes it a high possibility that he'd get together with Layla. So at the end scene, when Frozen doesn't want to kiss Vince at the end, which I'll explain later, Kai makes it so the probability is that that it's higher, that she wants to kiss him. So then she does. So it's very strong power. Anyway, so Frozen looks through the handbook and she wants to find out what power Layla has. And she sees some clubs and Vampire Club, and then Vince comes in and tells her to meet her at the emergency helicopter on the roof, which is it has an emergency helicopter in case like a fire happens or something. I don't know, it just had an emergency helicopter up there. Blah blah blah, why should you? Blah 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 blah. And then her mom says, oh, I almost forgot, did you know Kai's back in town? Does she miss playing with him? You guys would be so cute together. Kai and Frozen have a history together, which will be explained in a future episode. And yeah, she doesn't like the history with him. He's not a good guy to her in her history. Vince tells her, I see you made it. And she's like, I'm only doing this for the info. This line, since you are the new queen bee, kitty. When you call somebody like a queen bee, that means like they're most popular, but they're like kind of mean girls of the school. And that's what Frozen had become after treating Layla so bad by stealing Layla's man. So that's why he says that. Are you alone? Kind of Feline always follows me. She's bound to be a man magic. So Feline was there the whole time, but Feline's a very lazy cat mage thing. She's very lazy and didn't want to come out. She asks for his name. It's Vince. And she tells him no biting on school grounds. Never follows those rules, bites. Yeah. Frozen gets bitten by him, and he kisses her, and then she kisses him back. And then, let me try to go over to that part. Here. Goes here. And see how, in this scene, you can see how she's pulling him in. And let me go back to this scene. He bites her by pulling her up, but when you go here, oops, go back. Let's see. Right here, you can see how Frozen is pulling him in and pulling him to her, meaning she kissed him. And then go back here. Kai appears out of nowhere and tells her how stupid she is and all that stuff, and they start to fight. And then he's got a picture of Vince kissing Frozen, which is a lot like Aphmau, so I think Kai watches Aphmau a lot. Anyway, they're gonna show Robin, and then they start to fight. And then Robin, Brayden, and Layla are outside helping the teacher with the project of the moon. They hear fighting and go see. And that's what you saw with a little telescope thing here. If I can get to it. Let me go back here. There's the picture. You can't see it. Never mind, I just won't show you that. You can watch it. And they start to fight by using these little things that they both have due to their power. And Vince is over there on the ground somewhere, if you were wondering. So here's this part. They're studying the moon, and then they hear something on the rooftop, so they go up there with their teacher. And they all come up and they see Frozen and Vince and Kai fighting and stuff. And they all wonder what's happening. Frozen's like, oh no, I can explain. And Vince comes and kisses Frozen, which I think you can see it when you go here. That he comes up and kisses her. And then... Oops. Let's go back here.
This is payback for cheating on.
Got an amazing scribble wolf. Okay. See how she's backed up some, and he just like basically ran up to her after seeing Robin say that and kissed her. So he ran up to her and kissed her, and then after that she's like, "Don't do it, Kai," because before, Kai, don't do it, please, because Robin's watching and she doesn't want to show that she kissed him back, basically. So then she said, and then Kai says, "This is payback for cheating on me," and Frozen kisses Vince.
Wait, tell me your name.
Payback for cheating on me, and she's like, "No, no, 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 no," and see how again
Now what are you going to do?
she grabs him and kisses him, not the other way. So yes, she was kissing him, and then she falls to the floor and faints, which can be seen her falls and hits her head.
You okay?
And Layla asks if she's okay. And then this is Frozen. It's supposed to be Frozen's mind, as you can see here. Frozen's mind. She's talking to herself in this coma or conscience to herself. Whatever happened to her, she's talking to herself in it. She's not awake. This is not just another Frozen that she's met. It's her own self talking to her. So that's what that part is. So she's talking to her own self. Frozen, what have you gotten yourself into? Ha, this is not just the beginning of it all. Why life? And Frozen, her mind asks, or conscience, whatever you want to call it, why is Kai so mad? Why is he lying? Oh, but he isn't. I really did cheat on him. Before this world came to be, I was in another. I was a lot older, but still just as dumb as today. So that line I'm not going to explain, because it does foreshadow, kinda. It gives a foreshadowing to Merlife and all the other series. So I'm not going to explain that line. But, yeah. Frozen wakes up in a hospital bed. And you can see that there, that she hit her head on the concrete so hard that she had to go to the hospital. So there she is there. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully that cleared anything up. And if you still have questions, please leave them down below. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Good.